Girl, that was a nice slip mother had on at the funeral, wasn't it? Girl, did you see that movie? I am Brandiva, and this is Pop Wisdom. That opening scene is what the movie should have been about versus the movie being about a divorce. I just feel like that scene set me up with the expectation of learning more about this crazy family in the town. Like, start with the funeral and then backtrack the rest of the movie to see how we got to this funeral. Then we have the sprinkle of terror here and there. And I just feel like it was a cliffhanger because all we know of this family is what the pastor said at the funeral. But we were introduced to them in such a dramatic way that I thought they would have more of an impact throughout the movie. So I think The Bertrands could be a movie all on its own, and I would definitely watch. And I think another movie could have been this judgmental church versus how they act in their everyday lives, like give it some kind of Get Out vibe. I think that would have been a good movie too. Because again, we had this dramatic introduction to this pastor with the words that were coming from his mouth, and then to see how he lived his life throughout the movie. I would love to have seen more of that. So far, that's the countdown of 2 movies in one for me. Then we get this impactful introduction to the best friend of the wife. And I'm just gonna go on and tell y'all now that Rona is my favorite character in this movie. And I just thought that it was weird that Dallas kept calling her ghetto. Like, dude, you're the slums and you're calling her ghetto. And that was just one of the topics that I noticed that typically happen in society that Tyler Perry sprinkled into the movie. I also noticed the contradiction between blaming the mother for not teaching the daughter, I guess, how to pick a man. Because she was always down at the church taking care of the church and other people. Like, girl, what they got to do with marriage? I don't know. But then we have the father over here telling the daughter, I showed you how you needed to be treated. I adored and love your mother. So which one is it, Tyler? And listen, we just need to stop making excuses for the choices and decisions that people make. Get that he was saying that she grew up in a good household, church family, pastor for the father, and she still made a horrible decision. And to me, that's just all it is. People make horrible decisions. People make good decisions. We just need to learn from the decisions that we make. I don't believe that we can pinpoint that to any certain circumstance or situation. To me, that's just making excuses, and we need to stop that. Like, just stop. Now, when it comes to what is supposed to be the actual plot of the movie, the divorce in black, I'm still looking for the divorce. I mean, because when she signed those papers and she didn't even read them, I was yelling at the screen like, girl, you better read those papers, girl. Where's your attorney? Girl, read the papers. And I was thinking that there was going to be this great climax, this build up to lead us to the divorce in black situation. And we didn't get that. Instead, we got all of the bad details of their divorce written on paper and given to her by her best friend. And we witnessed the best friend, the mom, and Ava reacting to that. Like, what was on the papers, child? We don't even know the details of the marriage. Like, what led to this? How did we get here? Why did you stay with him all this time? And it also appeared that he was battling some mental illness, psychological issues. Like, could we delve into that? And when I heard Ava telling Rona that she feels like she's wasted the best years of her life with him, I was like, child, Tyler, if you don't stay off of Instagram, the shade room, the neighborhood talk, that line just sounds like something in the comments over there on Instagram, girl, somewhere on somebody's social media. So for me, this movie is giving too many plots and not enough details. It's giving stage playwright. That's what this is giving. It's giving like it was written for a stage play. You know, it's giving opening shocker, then a few words here, then a few words over there, sing a song, and then repeat it all in the next act. So for me, it's just too many plots in this movie, too many plots, not enough details. And the actors did their thing with what they had to work with. Like, so my concern was never for the actors anyway, because the actors did an amazing job, except for one. Y'all, I just did not like Corey Hardrick's acting. This was my first time seeing him act. I don't know if it was the character, the role, or whatever. I didn't like his acting, and it irked my nerves in every scene. So to sum it all up, it was just too many plots. You know how I do my videos and I show y'all thumbnails of the next videos that I have coming up? That's what this movie gave me. It gave me thumbnails for movies that should be movies. So I try not to give away too many details on purpose, but just to give you my review of what I saw, because I think everyone should watch it and just come up with your own conclusion. You might enjoy the movie more than what I did. Will I watch it again? Well, let's say this. This will be one of those movies, like if I'm just hanging out with family and friends on the weekend, someone hasn't seen it, I'll be like, girl, you got to see this to believe it, child. You know, just to get their input on it. So that's where I am with this movie. Now, y'all know how we do it over here in the kingdom, baby. We love to get in the comments because I need to know what you think about Divorce in the Black. Did you enjoy it? Did you dislike it? What are your thoughts about it? Then come over to the next video with me so we can see what else we can laugh about and have a good time. I'll see you over there.